Yeah, hi, here we are, week 3, getting ready for our Défi Douglas Triathlon on August 13th. We're in Core Excellence with my friend Don White and Joanne Rossi, and it's a lot of body weight stuff we're doing involving different uses of the body and these little gizmos that they have here. What are we doing now, Don?
Okay, well, again, like we said last week, we're always going to come back to the hamstrings because of the amount of running that we're doing, and just commonly, it's a weak part than most people, so we're going to work the... Look at that hip thrust that you got there. Did you see that? I hope you got that on camera.
Did you see that?
So again, working the hamstrings. Okay. Obviously.
Seizing the hamstring.
Seizing the hamstring.
Okay, so what do I do if my hamstrings seize while I play?
Well, if you do, well, lucky enough we have a set of clinicians here. It just works out that we have our clinic right in the front that Orlo leads with Vanessa Mar and Jordan Krucha.
Okay, what is this doing?
So we're working the hamstrings in the back. Like again, we use it a lot when we're running. We use it on part of the cycle when we're riding on the bike also. So we're going to take it from there, working the hamstrings. Joanne's going to take you to a reverse lunge. As we were using the glider, as we said when you're at home, if you have carpet, use a little paper plate. If you have hardwood floors, put a little towel. So you see she's sliding down, always keeping her 8-pack on. Make sure you zoom in on that 8-pack. Keeping her 8-pack on. So she's working the buttocks of the left leg, stretching out the hip in the front right here. Okay, she's gonna go to the other leg. We do need both if we're running. Let's go, same thing. Make sure the abs are on. Make sure the hips stay in line. And we're using this leg to push us up. From there, Joanne's gonna go down into a plank variation because we know that core muscles are very important.
How many of these should you do?
Always, again, at the end of the video, like last video, we listed how many of each exercise you should be doing and how many series we should be doing. So she's going to go into a front plank or a pillar bridge, if you want to call it a pillar bridge. She's going to hold this for about 10-20 seconds. Then Joanne's going to turn this hand and rotate to this side, reaching up, trying to stay as long as possible through here to keep her shoulders nice and tight and keep her abs working really well with the ribs down. Then she's going to go roll on right to the other side. Same thing on the other side. So we're getting the obliques, we're getting the anterior core, she's squeezing her glutes, we're getting everything. From there, we're going to go to the wall slides because we know, again, the upper back muscles are important for swimming and for our everyday posture.
Okay, so this is one that I have trouble doing standing up on the wall the way you're supposed to. So a more simple way, Don says, to do this is to lie down on the floor.
Sure. So when you have a little bit reduced shoulder mobility, or when you have some aged shoulder mobility, we lie you down on the floor here with the knees bent, and we're going to do this wall slide. If you're a little more mobile, like Joanne is, you see she's flying through them. A little younger, so a little more mobile, so you fly through them. So if you can't get up there on the wall, we're coming down here. Buttocks, shoulders, elbows, wrists.
It's harder than it looks, because you got to get the middle of your back touching the floor.
Yes, so one person has shown me and told me that it is harder. All right? Another thing that we're going to address today, guys, is as you start picking up the volume, we tend to get our hips to get a little tighter. So we're just going to show a quick stretch. If the H1 can get up and get on his hands and knees. So we're going to get down on our hands and knees. We're going to take the left foot, bring it up next to the left hand. And we're going to keep it on the outside. Right. So we're going to lift the chest up and bring the hips forward. So you should feel a good stretch in the front hip of the right leg. Now we're going to take those left legs, cross them over in the back. Andrew's coming with me. And we're getting a nice stretch here in the buttocks and out along the lats or the back on this side here. And we do like 5 each side on either side. So guys, keep the training up, stay loose, stay functional, and we'll be back here next week.
August 13th, the Défi Douglas. You can support us by going to douglasfoundation.qc.ca, and there's still lots of time for you or your team to sign up and help out the Douglas Foundation.